and welcome back to another episode of KidLiterati. I'm author Caitlin Aronson, and today's episode is dedicated to unique points of view in picture books. If you like what you see on this channel, please do like and subscribe. I'd so appreciate it. And if you need a professional picture book critique of your manuscript, you can go to my website, CaitlинAaronson.com, and click on Services. When we say POV, we're talking about point of view, which refers to the type of narrator chosen to tell the story. Perspective, on the other hand, is how that particular narrator perceives their reality, what's happening around them. Most picture books bring us the points of view and perspectives of child characters, animal characters, or child-animal characters, and that works great. But some picture books reach outside these norms to bring us points of view and perspectives that we've never considered before. In the following examples, look at how both author and illustrator bring us unique perceptions of reality. Inanimate objects are often used as picture book characters, everything from kitchen condiments to school supplies. But what about ascribing human emotion to the larger scale things in our lives? Like a building, for example. A Home Named Walter by Chelsea Lynn Wallace and Ginnie relates the personal feelings of a house, offering us a wonderful metaphor for how we as humans are also inhabited by our emotions, how we house our feelings. Here are a few pages. Walter was once a home. He treasured the noise. He relished the mess. He liked the hustle and bustle. But what he loved most was the warmth of family. Then one day, they moved out. Walter's feelings were hurt. He let his grass turn brown and his plumbing rust. He let his floors creak and his doors droop. And there he sat, a cold, quiet, empty house, growing weeds all around. And he liked it that way. In the average picture book, one character might offer help to another character. But what about a first-person narrator getting advice from the road of life itself? That's just what happens in What the Road Said by Cleo Wade and Lucie de Moyencourt. It's the dialogue between a traveler and the road beneath their feet, which acts as a sort of life coach, guiding the traveler through the twists and turns of life, encouraging them to carry on with bravery, determination, and love no matter what. Here's a sample. I said to the road, "Where do you lead?" The road said, "Be a leader and find out." "How do I start?" I asked. The road smiled and said, "You have already started." "Well, what happens when I get there?" "We have just begun," said the road. "Do not skip straight to the ending. Enjoy the beginning and the middle too." "Which way do I go?" "That is your choice to make," said the road. "But what if I go the wrong way?" The road curved a little, almost as if it was giving me a hug, and said, "Do not worry. Sometimes we go the wrong way on our way to the right way." As mentioned, animals are widely used in picture books. Kids love them. But what about the non-cuddly creatures? And I'm not just talking about snakes and spiders, which have long been staple characters in Kid Lit. How about one of the least loved insects of all time, the cockroach? Your Birthday Was the Best by Maggie, Hutchings, and Felicita Sala brings us the hilarious point of view of the most unwelcome of guests as he crashes a kid's party. Here's a sample. Your birthday was the best. Everyone said so. I was excited to see you. You were so excited to see me. You screamed. And your dad went to get it. Many stories are written from a fictional child's point of view. But what about the point of view of a real child? Take Off Your Brave, illustrated by Yasmeen Ismail, is a collection of thoughts from a real 4-year-old, Nadim, that have all been edited into poems. Glimpsing the world through the eyes of this preschool poet is a breath of fresh air and may help you get back in touch with the voice of your own inner child. Here's a sample. Scared Sugar. Did you ever have that feeling that you were scared about doing something kind of scary, but it was also kind of sweet? Like the first time you meet new friends, like touching a sea anemone, like sleeping over at your cousin's house, like eating a new food, like becoming 5 instead of 4, like saying bye to your mom when you go to a new school. You would feel nervous but excited, and that's a feeling called scared sugar. For scared sugar things, you put on your brave, and you can take it off again when you realize it's okay. And that's it. Scary and sweet. Scared Sugar. I just got the good news that this book will be out in 2025, A Day in the Life of a Day, by Chelsea Lynn Wallace and Adam Rex. It's a story told from the perspective of the day that journeys through the moments big and small across the entire universe, from the number of laughs to the number of planes that take off. Now that's a POV I can't wait to see. Et voilà, 5 books that use interesting POVs and perspectives. What are your favorite picture books with interesting points of view? I'd love to know down in the comments. Nadim and Yasmeen, Maggie and Felicita, Chelsea and Ginnie, Chloe and Lucie. You were brilliant, and we thank you. Thank you so much once again for joining me on this episode of KidLiterati. I'll be back real soon. À bientôt!